I'm going to cover now, if you allow me, for the Better Speaker series, is using your body language. How do you use your body language? And again, I was not sure we were going to have a slide, so please bear with me as I pass this around and make believe there's a PowerPoint and you're looking up there. Try to do that as I pass this around. But we're going to cover the use of the body language. Body language consists of three things: facial expression, gestures, and your whole body moving up here. Those are the three things that consist with body language. Again, I'm going to, the module says I have to click. So make believe I just clicked and you're watching this. Bear with me, please. Your face communicates three attributes. Your face communicates your attitudes, your feelings, and emotions. And you've heard it before. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. I can say, John, I'm so happy that you are here. And half of you will say, well, is he really happy? Or I can say, John, I am so glad that you woke up this morning and you got here with us. Now that's too exciting. Mike, please lower down your tone. Okay, let's go to the mid-level. The mid-level will be, John, I am so excited that you're here today. Thank you for joining with us. You're part of this magnificent club. I am so happy that you're joining us. That's the midpoint. So you want to be able to know where your tone is when you go up and down. The next one is good eye communication. Looking at Jasmine and Amy, Filiberto, good morning. Good eye contact. Good eye contact gives you four things. It gives you sincerity, attention, honesty, confidence. Someone told me, Mike, when you talk now, your shoulders go back. Well, I'm more confident now. After 30 speeches, you become more confident, right? And respect. Eye contact gives you respect. There is a certain sincerity about when you are giving eye contact to the other person. It's saying, you are important. Okay? It's saying, I'm glad you're here. And there's three types of body gestures when you're using body language. There is the conventional, the descriptive, and the emotional. Those of you who have seen my speeches, I use a lot of emotion in my speeches. Very emotional. Most introverts use emotion because they are uncomfortable up here. Those who are extroverted love to use a lot of descriptive or even conventional because it comes natural to them. So keep that in the back of your head whenever you see me overly excited. I'm just trying to be up here, doing the best I can. This is the types of gesture. Vary your position. When you're up here and you're going to say, well, when I was in the other club, and then you move, I just move my position to make you feel that I just came to the other club. But then when I came back to our club and I just move myself back, it's letting you see the motion of the moment. Very important to do that. If I want to make a point, if you want to make a point, you get closer to the person. Give you an example of one of the speeches where I said, that's the coffee you were waiting for. Why did I approach? To make a point. You move closer, you move back. You have about close to about 3 to 4 feet of stage up here. Don't just stick to the podium. Make believe there's a stage here. The podium helps you accentuate, but make sure you're using the 3 to 4 feet. Again, talk more about varying your position. You want to walk from one side of the room to the other, but you don't want to become a pacer. A pacer is someone that just talks, stands here. You know, the other day I went to a picnic and I had some hot dogs, chili dogs. Eventually you're going to tire the room. Walk with a purpose. I went to the picnic. Stop, pause, talk what happened in the picnic. When you come back from the picnic, again, go back to your original assessment. That's using your body language. And last but not least, when you are asked a question, walk towards the audience, that question. When you are going to ask it, or when you're going to receive a question. John made a comment. John said, I thought you said it was about we. You said I. And then I move my head forward towards them. I go, John, you're correct. That's using body language. Takes a lot of practice. Those of you try to do it overnight, that's great. It takes a lot longer to do it in overnight, the body language. It really requires you doing something that Lewis does for all of us in this club. Lewis, I'm going off topic now, bear with me. Don't get upset. I call him The Rock, and he wants to, I've seen the wrestler The Rock. He's big. Why do you call me The Rock? I call him The Rock, folks, because he is the glue. I've said this before, that holds this club together. He does so many things behind the scenes. You have no idea what Lewis does behind the scenes. One key thing that he does is that camera right there. If you really want to study yourself and understand if you're using body language, if you use the words you wanted to use, please be daring enough and go see yourself how you did in that camera. Camera does not lie. You will see all the errors that other people maybe not caught, but you can work towards improvement. And that, as Ron alluded to say earlier, that's what we're here for a positive feedback. Positive feedback. I want to wrap up the module with something that I learned from another clubs that I've been to. My purpose is not to bring any other club down. Every club has their own way of doing evaluations and disseminating information. One key thing, I talked to two of you already, and one key thing that comes out of this club is they're so positive. We're more positive about the feedback than saying what's wrong. I've been to clubs when they're doing evaluation says, well, these are your weaknesses, and you really should have done this, and you really should. This is not the forum for that. We practice here the sandwich technique, which is we say something positive, one thing that you believe they can improve. Out of the 20 things the speaker did wrong, out of the 20 things, find the one that is most helpful for them to improve, and then finish it up with a positive. Because that will encourage the person to continue, not just to come, but to improve.